Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my personal budget closeout for the month of April. So we are going to jump right on into it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting. I also include work week lunches, grocery hauls, meal planning, and lifestyle videos. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share with your friends and family. So we are going to jump on into it, y'all. I can't believe it. April is over and we're now into May. And I can't believe it because baby girl is also growing up so quickly, y'all. And I will be introducing you guys to her soon. But she is 3 months now. She'll be 4 months on May 18th. And she is just so advanced, y'all. She's like holding stuff, throwing stuff, bringing stuff to her face, like she's having full-on conversations. She is so alert, like it's just crazy. It's like night and day from like just a few days ago. I feel like it's just like she's doing something new every single day, y'all. It is absolutely amazing. And I see why people enjoy parenthood. Um, so this is just my dashboard. It just kind of shows when everything was due. I do now get paid weekly. So there is a paycheck going into my account every month. And then there's also a paycheck always going into the household account every month as well too. Because this dashboard serves for both my personal and my household. Everything is just kind of held in this one notebook. And just keep it nice, sleek, and easy. And originally, the places that I have these things being paid at, that is not where they got paid, y'all. Or some of these stuff over here, but that's for another time. So first we're going to get into the dashboard of things because things have changed. So we're going to go off first with checking off things. I think I'm going to use my green pen, or I think that's just what I want to use. So we're going to start off with my monthly goal. My monthly goal was to pay off PayPal. And let me let y'all know what a huge check, okay? PayPal got paid, okay? PayPal got paid. It got paid off. I'm not going to go too much into detail because I'm going to leave that for my debt update, y'all. But it did get paid. Next was to pay for childcare, which also I did that as well. So very happy with that. We are going to do my update on my investments because I did go ahead and put some money into investments this month. So we started off with $768.99. I did not put anything into investments for March. So I'm kind of a little bit behind, but I'm slowly getting there, y'all. I just can't do everything. I can't pay off debt. I can't save and invest huge numbers all at the same time. So something's got to kind of take a little back burner, but everything still gets a little bit of something. So for my Robinhood account, it started off at $316.30. I added $20 and my ending balance is now $322.17. It doesn't look like much because it was only like $4 that I really gained. Sorry, y'all. $4 that I really gained, but I do believe that a lot of the things that I have, they were just having a bad day today to me, or week. And that's just the thing with investments. Some days they're up, sometimes they're down. But in the end, normally you should get a good return. If you guys are curious about any of the investments that I have in Robinhood, please let me know and I can do a separate video on like my investments. But all of my investments except for one account, which is Facebook, they all provide dividends, and that was for a reason. I want to eventually at some point get to enough money in my investment account that my dividends could eventually pay me. Right now, they're just being reinvested into the stock. But like I said, I can talk about that in another video if you guys are interested. So like this video, comment down below, and let me know. Next is going to be Acorn. So I have an Acorns account. I have an IRA with them, and then I just have a regular investment account as well. So this Acorns is just the investment account. It started off at $248.36 and $31.68 was put into that account. So with Acorns, you have the option to do something called like a roundup. I forget who else does this. It's a bank account where they like keep the change. I think it's Bank of America. They used to do it. I don't know if they do it anymore, where like they would take the change and like roll it into like your like savings account or something like that to help you save more. Well, that's kind of what roundups are in Acorns. So my Capital One Quicksilver card, which is my Cash's Cash envelope card, it's linked to the Acorns account. So every time it takes the change of everything that I buy, and then it throws it into my investments. Easiest way to invest without really noticing it. But the money that's being invested, that money comes out of my checking account, and then it goes into that account. So that's why this is a weird number, even though I budget only $60. But the other $11.68 were from Roundup. So that's pretty good. And for that account, I am at, just want to make sure you guys can see it as well too, $263.74. The next is going to be my IRA account, and that was at 204.33. And I added $20 in there, and it is now at 211.33. So my total amount for how much money went into investments came out to $71.68, and my total amount invested currently is $797.24. So y'all, I am living proof that even just a few dollars a month is better than nothing at all, because it all adds up. I only put $71 in here across 3 accounts, and I still got about, sorry y'all, I got about $30 in here. So, oh my gosh, y'all, I have PTSD. Every time I yawn while I'm doing a video, I get a flashback of me being pregnant. And I know, well, I don't know for sure, y'all, but I'm not pregnant. So, sorry about that. But yeah, PTSD to its max. So I have $797.24 in my investments. Now, I'm going to kind of leave this like sinking fund and savings. I'm going to come back to it because this is so out of whack right now, if y'all can see it. So out of whack, and there's just a little bit of explaining, and I'd rather go over my budget first, and then you guys will kind of understand what's going on. So I had some top priorities. I wanted to pay Discover off by May 9th. Let me just let y'all know. Bang, bang, bang. Your girl paid off Discover. Like I said, I'll talk about it more in my debt update, but I just wanted to let you know your girl was dinking and dunking in April, okay? And I wanted to get Quicksilver under control. I mean, I put some money towards Quicksilver, but I don't know where the money went. So it still ain't that well under control. So I'm just going to say that that was kind of just a fail. I'm not going to say it's a fail. It's just, it didn't cover what I needed it to cover. So that is where we are on like my goals for the month. I did very, very well, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Very, very much so proud of myself. So let's get into the actual meat of my budgeting. So let's just talk about the fact that this is in pencil. This is all raggedy. Who knows what's going on? This is why you do not do your budget in your kitchen in the dark. So I totally thought that this paper was my mock budget. Okay, y'all. I always print out a mock budget and do it on paper, play it around before you guys kind of see the final product. I thought that I was writing the numbers on there so that I can look at my mock cheat sheet to fill out on here. Clearly, that was not the case. So the numbers are already here, y'all. So I'm just gonna go through them with you, and we just gonna keep it moving, y'all. So I apologize in advance. So first things first, we're gonna talk about income, right? Because we gotta have money in order to pay bills. I budgeted that I was gonna take home $3,260. $2,760 was gonna come from my main income, which is my new job, and then $500. I don't even know where I was thinking $500, but $500. Here's the actual breakdown. So for my main income, I brought home $3,198.22, and that includes $143 from my old job, $92 and some change for a small little commission that I got from my new job, and then just my regular income. For other, which was my taxes and my last check for my short-term disability for 2 weeks that they owed me. That came out to $3,558.10. And then I had a rollover of $870.57, which brought me to a total of $7,626.89. Let's see where all that money is, because let me tell you, I ain't got nothing close to that sitting in my bank account right now. So first things first, we have AT&T that came out to $186.01. We had my Acorn subscription come out at $3. We did my regular transfer to my household account of $500. The money which I call cash, that goes to my Capital One Quicksilver card. I budgeted $350, but I ended up putting $850 on there. My Netflix came out at $24.64. I'm doing this video on the 29th, but I already knew that I was going to be spending $60 to the babysitter on Saturday because both me and my husband will be working. Daycare got $280. And then we have some miscellaneous charges that came out to $797.19. And that is just from like when I went to Walmart, getting my hair done, doing my nails, toes, and eyebrows, and any other miscellaneous stuff that I have. I do go over my weekly expenses and things that I do on a weekly basis in my weekly check-ins. So you guys should definitely check them out. And so my total expenses came out to $2,697.84. Okay, now down to debt, y'all. I know y'all gonna see some of these numbers, but still stay tuned for my debt update because there's a lot going on. Okay, so we had Discover, we budgeted $35. However, we spent $1,595.32, and that card is now paid off. We had our Walmart card for $41.18. That was paid, and that card is paid off. PayPal, we budgeted $29. And we paid, isn't that crazy that they're almost the same amount? $1,595.91, and PayPal is now paid off. Ashley 1 got $96. Ashley's 2 got $110. And that was because I took my Great Lakes payment and pushed it towards my Ashley's 2 because I got plans. And I'm not going to say too much because then y'all not going to watch the video. So I'm holding out. But that's all that I'm going to tell y'all. My auto came out to $626, and then my debt snowball originally was $37.82. And I did do that, and that went towards my Ashley's 2 card. So for debt, I spent $4,102.23. Y'all, for the last 2 years, I've been saying that I hate seeing that number in April. It's always April, y'all. It's always April. Go towards debt. This will be my last year with all this extra debt. If I'm gonna pay $4,000, let it be on the debt that I am continuing to pay off, but not on debt that I added on. But that's how much I did in debt. I have my cash here, and this is just normally to show you guys what I budget for the month for my cashless cash envelopes. And if you check out my weekly check-in, you guys will be able to see how I fared in these numbers, which I actually should put Well, no, I shouldn't, because if I put it in actual, y'all, even myself would actually think that that's how much money I took out. So we have my savings here. We have my monthly at $120, quarterly 95, and yearly at $209, which put me at $424. This is not really going to make sense until I show y'all what I was going to show y'all in a second. But that's just everything that I put towards savings for this paycheck. We had my investments. We just kind of went over that. That came out to $71.68. And then we had sinking funds that I originally budgeted for, but then I moved all of my sinking funds to the household because they do belong to household, and the only thing that I kept was my auto. So my auto is kind of on a savings challenge right now, so technically no money in a sense was budgeted in specifically for sinking funds. So that was at zero. So I originally budgeted that I was going to spend $3,091.72 and have a rollover of $168.29. Well, I actually spent $7,295.75, and I will be predicting that I'll be rolling over $331.14. So that is a huge difference, you guys. But I definitely took a chunk out of debt, got some things paid, got some money saved, and let me show you guys what I'm talking about with my savings. So if you have not been keeping up with my channel, y'all need to go check out my weekly check-ins, because in the middle of the month, I decided that I was going to push myself to save more, get into some saving challenges, and all of that good stuff. So that is why I said that this sinking funds and savings is a little bit wonky, because I did have to change my categories from my previous categories. But then I realized that this is not going to be the setup that I'll be using, because it just does not make sense the way that I have these savings challenges and things set up. So let me just take you guys into where I'm eventually getting to. My budget is always transforming, because I'm always trying to find a way to make things more seamless for me, things to make sense for me, and make things easier for my life. So I'm actually going to show you, this is actually like a mock setup that will get set up in May, because I did not actually do anything for April, because I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, and I do. So this is what I set up over here. So it's gonna look more so like this. And the reason I separated like this is because they're going into different accounts, because they're going to be serving different purposes. So the first thing I have is my Capital One checking account. I have a Capital One checking and a Capital One savings. In my Capital One checking, I have spending, which I am going to eventually stop using so much money on my Capital One Quicksilver card. In the sense of, I'm actually now going to make sure that I have that money set aside for each of the categories, and still use my Capital One Quicksilver card, but then be able to actually pay it back instead of just budgeting a certain amount of money. But for right now, I only have $4.38 in spending. And these things, some of these things are not going to come to right now. It's just where I am setting myself up to. I have back to school, which is for baby girl, and it's more than just back to school, but that is just the savings challenge, because it's really more heavily savings for childcare. And the reason that I'm having this in my checking account is because it's not always going to be a forever savings account. This money is going to get moved around, maybe money taken out, money put back in, that kind of stuff. And when you have a savings account, you can only do that 6 times for the month. And so I just wanted to avoid all of that. And then for me, it's not really a savings, because once I reach my goal, that money's going to come out and go into her actual checking account. So I just wanted to keep it in there. The next one is credit card debt. This is also just like a temporary thing as well too. I just want to meet my goal and then pay it out. So I just prefer for it to stay into my checking account. And then next is going to be self-care, which is going to cover my personal because my hair person for braids and for when I just get my hair washed, they both prefer to have money like Zelle to them, Cash or Cash App, and that does not work with me with using a credit card for that. And then same thing with my lady who does my nails, toes, and eyebrows. They prefer Zelle. So sorry, y'all. Yawning again. They are smaller businesses, so for them, it's a lot easier to just get the money straight than adding all these extra fees and things like that. So all of these specific challenges are going to be in Capital One checking. And then I am going to be building up my self-care because that is going to be my personal, and this is how I'm going to pay for my nails and everything eventually once I reach a certain amount of money to be able to compensate for those expenses. And then you guys will also see gas kind of come into here as well too, but that is at a later basis. But I'm not trying to do too much. I'm just trying to set the stage and clear through some of these savings challenges. Next is going to be Capital One savings account. That's my Capital One 360. So my monthly savings is going to be my savings that I will hopefully never have to touch anytime soon. It's just a savings and it's just going to sit there like it doesn't exist. And that is my monthly savings. So that's the only thing that is sitting in there. It used to sit with all of my other sinking funds, but that is not the case anymore. And just so y'all can kind of see my thought process, this was the starting balance. This is if I added any money and if I took out any money. This was just a mock, so this is not the correct numbers, but this ending balance number is the correct number that I'm ending out for the month of April. And then next is going to be my Wells Fargo savings. So the reason why I moved my savings to my Wells Fargo, even though I don't care for it too much because I don't get that much in interest, was because my debit card or my account is hooked up to all my credit cards, and I really just do all of my paying off things through this account. So I just wanted to keep everything with Wells Fargo. So I have all of my sinking funds and my other set of savings in this savings account. So we have my auto savings account in here, which is also on a challenge, but it is a sinking fund as well too. I have a miscellaneous sinking fund, and that is just really to cover miscellaneous expenses, like if I just happen to go on the road and I want to buy baby girl clothes, but I don't want to use her account money, or if I want to buy myself planners or stickers or things for YouTube or just like random stuff, or I want to do random things that I don't have like an actual like savings account for. That's just what my miscellaneous is for. Christmas, self-explanatory, Christmas, and this is just for me to be able to buy gifts for my friends and family in the household. I do want to get a month ahead. I'm not sure if it's going to be a full month ahead. I am thinking of just doing a like $500 buffer, but the month ahead is for $975. So I do still want to save the money, and then I may reallocate it to something later on. My 50 envelope challenge. This was originally starting off as a yearly challenge, but now it is a 50 envelope challenge. And this is what I'm going to consider my like emergency fund, if you may. And this will just be like, let's just say I missed, because I know that I'm gonna need money for sick days, because I've already missed a couple days because baby girl wasn't feeling good or I wasn't feeling good. And so that is going to be just like my emergency to make up for income that I might have missed that I may not have time for or something like that. But once again, it's going to be for an emergency. And then I have husband. So I decided that I needed to give him a sinking fund because I want to start saving for his birthday next year. Now that he's a father, I want to be able to save up money for Father's Day. And this is just coming from me, not necessarily the household account. And then I just have a me sinking fund, and that's things just all for me. So I'm wanting to get a new computer. This is where that money would come from eventually. That just really has to do with me, buying clothes, just things of that sort, that I don't really spend on a monthly basis, but I'll eventually need it. That is what that is for. Excuse me again, y'all. So for Capital One checking, the total amount of money that I have in that account is $114.38. For my Capital One savings, I have $322.81. And then for my Wells Fargo savings, I have $393.21. So all together, I have $830.40. So I hope this was self-explanatory, you guys. I know it might seem like a little complicated, but this is just how I want my money, where I want my money, and what I want to do with my money. But I know everybody does things differently. And I have this Capital One checking account, and so I want to use it. And just not abandon it. I know that some people just have like one account that has all of their savings and their sinking funds in there, which I think is really good. And that's what I'm actually doing with our household. It has our emergency fund and our sinking funds in there all together. And then, of course, I just track all of the stuff individually. So that is where we are with my April's budget, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is where I am going into May. Ready to just crack-a-lack, get things together. So stay tuned for my May's. I don't know why I keep saying right now. Stay tuned for May's budget for both my personal and household. It will be coming out soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have any questions or concerns, or if you guys just enjoy my videos. Like and share with your friends and family. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one.